moving forward from the powerful affirmations of identity and transformation found in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 10, the subsequent verse, verse 11, presents a heartfelt appeal to the believers, emphasizing the practical implications of their new identity in Christ. The verse reads, "Beloved, I beg you as sojourners and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts which war against the soul." Addressing the believers as beloved, Peter establishes a tone of deep affection and pastoral concern. This term of endearment underscores the genuine love and care that the writer holds for his audience, setting the stage for the earnest exhortation that follows. By using such a familial and affectionate address, Peter aims to draw the reader's hearts closer, making his forthcoming appeal not just a command, but a plea from a loving mentor. The characterization of believers as sojourners and pilgrims is particularly significant. These terms describe individuals who are temporarily residing in a place that is not their permanent home. As sojourners and pilgrims, believers are reminded that their ultimate citizenship and allegiance lie not in the earthly nations where they reside, but in the heavenly kingdom. This identity as temporary residents on earth underlines the transient nature of their current existence compared to the eternal and unshakable kingdom they are part of through Christ. Building on this identity, Peter urges the believers to abstain from fleshly lusts which war against the soul. This instruction touches on the inner conflict that believers face, the tension between the desires of the flesh and the spiritual pursuits of the soul. Fleshly lusts can be understood as the desires and impulses that are contrary to God's will and are rooted in human nature's fallen aspects. These desires are not limited to sexual sins, but encompass a broad range of selfish, greedy, envious, and destructive urges that lead individuals away from the life to which God has called them. The phrase, "which war against the soul," vividly depicts the spiritual battle being waged. The word war implies an ongoing, aggressive conflict that has high stakes, the health and well-being of the believer's soul. This battle is not against external enemies, but against internal forces. These fleshly desires that strive to dominate and derail the believer from their pursuit of holiness and obedience to God. This admonition to abstain from such desires is not merely a call to personal purity, but is intricately linked to the believer's witness and effectiveness in the world. As representatives of God's kingdom, how they conduct their lives, how they manage these internal conflicts, has profound implications for their testimony to the surrounding world. Living in a manner that reflects their heavenly citizenship serves to illuminate the truth of the gospel, demonstrating the transforming power of God's grace. Moreover, the ability to abstain from these desires hinges on the believer's constant awareness of their identity as sojourners and pilgrims. By continually reminding themselves that this world is not their final home, believers can strengthen their resolve to live according to their true, eternal home's values and standards. This perspective helps them prioritize spiritual virtues over temporal pleasures, making decisions that reflect their commitment to God rather than yielding to the immediate gratification of fleshly desires. In practical terms, abstaining from fleshly lusts involves daily decisions and actions that align with God's will. It requires vigilance, prayer, and a supportive community that encourages accountability and spiritual growth. The cultivation of spiritual disciplines such as regular prayer, Bible study, and fellowship with other believers plays a crucial role in strengthening the soul against the assaults of fleshly desires. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 11, not only calls believers to a standard of conduct befitting their heavenly citizenship, but also provides profound insight into the nature of the Christian life. It is a life marked by ongoing spiritual warfare, requiring active and vigilant participation in the struggle against internal desires that oppose God's will. By embracing their identity as sojourners and pilgrims, and by heeding the call to live in spiritual integrity, believers not only safeguard their souls, but also advance the cause of the gospel through a credible and compelling witness to the world.